news. 79th at Halas, what it is, what it do. Since Bobby Ingram, Curtis Ennis, know that we been loyal even when we wasn't winning. A trusted source for the news. 79th at Halas.
Yo, ladies and gentlemen, you guys are back. Both of us are back. 79th and Halas, episode 204. You guys, Scott and Flows, man. I don't even have any stats in front of me, but while I get that up, how you feel? I know the fans have been missing you. They've been wondering how you've been. I know you can't. You're on minutes restriction. You can't talk too much, but how you feeling? Let them know how you feeling.
Minutes restriction is funny. Just bronchitis. It's like chronic because I usually get it every year. I hadn't had it in 2 years because of COVID and masks, but this lets me know I'm never taking off my mask. I don't care if it's 2057. I will be in public with a mask on. I hate having hoarse voice, coughing. I can't stand it.
It's the worst.
Shout out to my doctor. Shout out to this beautiful inhaler. I'm toward the tail end of it, so my voice is getting stronger. But I've been resting my voice for most of these days. But I said, I might as well talk because I got a few things I want to say. And if you hear rustling, it's my dog.
Definitely. So we appreciate everybody watching on YouTube, on Twitter. While y'all watching live feed. If you're not watching,
this pillow, my girl.
For those of you not watching the live feed, the audio will be up in the morning, so you're not missing anything. The video will be up in the morning too. But you know to follow us on Twitter at BarbChair Scott, at Flows Andolini, at 79th and Halas. Follow the Barbers Chair Network at Barbers Chair Net on Twitter and Instagram. Subscribe to our Patreon, patreon.com/Barbers Chair Network. I just want to thank each and every one of you because this month we had our highest subscriber rate. So in order to thank y'all, we're going to have a free.
I saw that Patreon money increase. I was like,
did. Shout out to y'all. That's because we're doing consistent content. Consistent content. Me and Dante been doing a lot. I've been doing a lot. Shout out to, even though you and Damien haven't been able to be on summer sessions, shout out to Merck, shout out to Bang, for joining us every week. Mariano is going to be filling in for Bang this week on summer sessions, so that will be everything on the Patreon will be free this week. A trial week for those of you who haven't subscribed to the Patreon. You can get a look at what Cinema with the Guys sounds like, what summer sessions sounds like, our preview pods. So you'll know that you can pay next week. So we appreciate each and every one of you. The bcnet.com. Visit. The Barber's Chair shop will be coming soon. I'm not going to hold you every week. This week, we're starting our double week show, so I'll be live tomorrow, breaking down all of the NFL. Thursday, I'll be get preview for week 5, and we'll be talking about the MLB playoffs, which kicks off this Friday. So we appreciate all y'all. But let's get into it. The Bears lose one of the ugliest games that I have seen in a long time, 20-12 to the New York Football Giants. This was just a mess from start to finish, and this is pretty much what we all expected. This is what I expected. This is why I picked the Bears to win on the preview pod. I picked the Bears to win, but I did expect this to be a very offensive challenge game.
I was just agreeing with you when you said Saquon run over them, and he did.
Yeah. Neither team scored a touchdown in the second half. Neither team. Like, there was 3 points scored in the second half. Just nasty football. Both of these teams suck. The Bears just suck a little bit more. But overall thoughts. You said what?
Was it 17-12 at half?
Yeah, it was 17-12. The Bears did not score in the second half. So it was just terrible. Let's get into overall thoughts. What's your thoughts with this game?
This is a very winnable game. Very winnable. How can you be a professional football team and not be able to stop a bootleg? Literally handoff, hold, run. There should always – if you knew Daniel Jones did it right the first time, and Daniel Jones could run, we know this. We know he can. We've known this since he came in the league. He is a runner. Have a spy. Kyler Gordon spied him several times, got mixed up every single time. It was a rough day for Kyler Gordon. I won't even stomach it. It's like Justin last week. You didn't want to say Justin or sugarcoat Justin because it sucked last week. Kyler Gordon had a bad game. As bad. It was awful. I mean, he got mixed every time. And that's the difference between NFL and college, pros and college. But yeah, so that was rough. I thought Justin played fine. I thought he had a good game actually. You know, he was 11 for 22, 174, 52 yards rushing, 7 attempts. 5 of those passes were dropped. None of them were put in harm's way. There was never one you thought that was going to be picked. It was smart plays. 22 passes isn't enough. I need that to be 25 or more.
Yeah.
But 22, I mean, that's an improvement. But these play calls were terrible. How do you call a great? They can call a good play from the 20 to the 20. That's what Luke Gessie could do. If he's behind the 20, he's terrible. If he's in front of the 20, he's terrible. Like, where is the short routes? Where are the curls? Where are the slants? Where are the in routes? Where are the arrow routes? Instead of just fades, fade corners, go routes. Happy to see Darnell Mooney back. Darnell Mooney showed that he's a good number 2. He's just not number 1. Cole Kmet may be terrible. I don't know.
There ain't no maybe. I said that draft night.
So it might be time to move on from him. This is what, his 3rd year?
Yeah. 3rd season. He got drafted the same year that Jalen got drafted.
I mean, maybe he's a good number 2 tight end. He's not number 1.
He's not even a good 2 tight end. He's
as much bad. As I like Khalil Herbert, he's not Demo.
But that's what we've been saying. Yeah.
Several runs, he just ran straight into the lineman. So many runs, he has – for him to be successful, it needs to be a good hole. Demo can make something out of nothing. So I still miss Demo. Demo just still better. Demo picks up blitz better. This offensive line is still terrible. Still terrible. Even Lucas Patrick was getting bullied.
Because he's playing a position he shouldn't be playing.
Like Sam Mustipher, like, what are you doing? Lucas Patrick, I don't care anymore. Just have him throw the ball. Sam Mustipher is terrible. The brightest spot on both sides of the ball, Eddie Jackson. Eddie Jackson's back. And the other bright spot is Justin Fields. Justin Fields is the only reason they got 12 points.
Yeah.
And then Michael Badgley, shouts to him.
Yeah, really good. Coming in. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Obviously, he's not going to start on this team, so I'm going to move my chair up a little bit, my seat. He's not going to start on this team, obviously, because the Bears have Cairo Santos. But I hope he finds another job somewhere else. He did great. Tristan Gill, great punts.
Pat McAfee would definitely like them punts.
You know, Velus Jones, welcome to the NFL. What were you thinking?
Man.
Once I saw him stumbling, I was like, he's gonna drop it. I'm like, I know it. You never want to have
the pre-anticipation.
Secure. Yeah. And if you think you can't reach it, fire. Get away from it. I'd rather have bad starting position than you fumble and they get the ball back.
Yep.
Just move.
Yep.
So overall, this was a bad game because it was winnable. I've seen worse games that were terrible from the get-go, but this was winnable. Daniel Jones stinks. As great as Saquon is, he can't carry a whole team. It's not 1940.
Right, exactly. Yeah, I mean, my initial thoughts was just bad game. It was a bad game. I will say I did enjoy, even though I missed being at the game this week. You know, it was the first time I wasn't in the stadium this summer. I mean, not summer, but this season. It was good to be on my couch and had a 2 TV setup. You know, I had Red Zone on the 45-inch, had, the game on the 55. So it was good to be there. And I was able to actually yell and scream, which I can't do at the fucking game. But biggest takeaway for me, and I'm going to say this with every fucking game for the rest of the season, is how does Justin Fields look? Wins and losses do not matter to me. Me and my brother told y'all multiple times. Shit, we told y'all at the draft when Ryan Poles didn't go offense that there was going to be problems with this offense. And so I saw flashes. The biggest thing last week when both of us was at the game, I didn't like how Justin looked. I didn't like his body language. I didn't like how his pocket awareness looked. Not just last week, but I didn't like how his pocket awareness looked all fucking season. And his pocket awareness wasn't great today. But today I saw the most positive signs that I've seen this entire fucking season, which is good. The biggest problem, obviously, is these wide receivers can't fucking get open. Dante Pettis, what the fuck was that on that 3rd down? Every fucking
that was such a great ball.
Yeah, even it was right there.
Even the announcers were like, "Wow, that was a good pass."
Yeah. It was right on the money. I mean, there was only like maybe like three things that Justin did that I didn't like. There was a
You got
first
to
down.
manipulate the pocket.
Yeah, he got manipulated. There was a first down play to
Also,
Cole Kmet.
let me just explain manipulate the pocket. This is the pocket. So you have tackles, guard, center. Eventually, the line will come like this, and it's going to wrap around, or the tackles will just stay here. You don't always have to roll out here or roll out over here. You can step here, move back in. Because sometimes edge rushers will rush around, and you may think you want to force yourself out this way, but that puts you in their path. That's a time when you step up, move back in, let the tackle brush him off. Justin does not know how to manipulate the pocket because he never had to. Yeah. You're in the shoe playing Iowa, Wisconsin, Indiana, the team up north. I don't need to manipulate the pocket. I'm dominating them.
Yeah.
First read is there. So
yeah.
If there's one thing that I saw from this game that I was like, he'll be fine. It's Justin. He'll be fine. He wasn't scared to throw. He wasn't afraid of a turnover. His improvisation, bro, and that's what worried me. We'll talk about Getsy later, but yeah. So Justin was the least thing I'm concerned with.
Yeah,
after a stinker last week.
Yeah, it was last week. It wasn't even about the numbers to me. It was he just didn't look good, bro. Like he looked broken. So for him to bounce back, just confidence wise, I think was fucking huge. He made a couple big plays. Like there was a couple, like I said, there was a couple things that didn't work out. You know what I'm saying? Like he should have thrown to Cole Kmet on that first down when they got to the goal line after that big Darnell Mooney play. I mean, he overthrew Tristan Ebner on a check down. And there was like one other play he didn't do well. But overall, I thought Justin was solid. And that's just some things I want to see building off it. Other notes, and we'll get into this in full depth in a minute, but coaching staff on all phases was god fucking awful. Another one, Kyler Gordon. I'm not giving up on a kid. He's a rookie, but welcome to the fucking NFL. Like, this is why. And we said this at the draft. Like, go back and listen to our draft recaps when we were sitting in that room when he took Kyler Gordon number 1. I was pissed off. As Joe, I had to walk. Did not leave the draft room. I left the draft room. I had to take a fucking walk, get something to eat because I was pissed. We were in Team George Pickens all fucking 3 days. We was at the fucking draft. We were just saying it. We was like, you get it. Jaquan Brisker, he had a rough game too, but at least Jaquan is showing you stuff each game that this dude's gonna be a gamer. You know what I'm saying? That sack on Daniel Jones was huge. You know what I'm saying?
The thing is, I'd rather Brisker have been the spy than Kyler because he is your safety, but Daniel Jones isn't throwing anybody over top. I don't even need to be in too deep safety.
I can't even name how many throws he had.
I would put Jaquan Brisker down, have him play a stud, and have him spy on Daniel Jones. He did, I think, once or twice and got bit, but Kyler bit every play.
Yeah. And Bojack bailed him out with that pick because he got fucked up again.
Well, I want to make a little caveat on that.
Go ahead.
That was offensive pass interference because Kyler Gordon was step for step. He pushed him at the last second to get open, which I was.
So you like this coverage on there?
That's the only time I like this coverage the whole day.
I got to go back and watch it. But one thing we're seeing with this secondary, Jalen Johnson is a fucking dog. Like, he's a fucking dog. And if he don't play next week, Justin Jefferson, Randy Moss, hope whatever records you got, them shits might get broken next week if Jalen Johnson don't play. That's why I saw the defense and the defense. This is the thing that pissed me off about the defense, man. You're not good enough for the play calls that Allen Williams makes. Roquan off having a monster game last week. This is two bad games, two bad games out of 3, and you want to be played like a Fred Warner, you want to be paid like a Shaq Leonard, you got to do this every week, G. Like, this shit is what the fuck? You can't be missing on this. And there was one play when you could have got a stop. Fucking Tyrod Taylor was right there. You didn't grab him. Like, it's just stuff like that that's concerning. Robert Quinn, where the fuck are you? I love me some Robert Quinn. He's one of the coolest guys there. But where the fuck are you? We all know the number 1 hole in this team is wide receiver. Number 2 is edge. They need to get there's no edge whatsoever. They're showing no fucking pressure. This offensive line is god awful. They rushed 3 on that final play on the last Bears drive, and they just got to Justin in a minute. Sam Mustafa, what the fuck? Lucas Patrick needs to be at center. I don't give a damn how much he can't palm the ball right now. It's got to be better than Sam Mustafa. And put Tevin Jenkins at the spot he's supposed to be at. Now that Cody Whitehair is out, we don't know what that's going to be like. Flus, as usual, never says really anything in his press conferences, especially when it comes to injuries.
And we thought he would be better at Nagy than the coach.
No, he hasn't been. He might be a little bit more irritating than Nagy. You know what I'm saying? Nagy had his Nagyisms, but Flus goes up there and just says typical football
he's not as
shit.
bad as Nagy. Nagy annoyed me.
Okay, well, I'm in the heat of the moment right now. But
He
goes out there and he gives his, and really all of this shit is heat of the moment when it comes when we get into polls and everything. But those are just my overall thoughts. Shout out to everybody in the chat room right now. Shout out to Jaleel Nelson. Shout out to Joseph. We appreciate y'all watching and leaving y'all comments. Y'all some of O-line sinks. Tristan Ebner with laughing emojis, and Justin is going to get killed behind his O-line. Roquan got his ankles broke by an old man. Like, yeah, it's just the offensive line concerns me, which we all knew was going to be a problem. But he got tackled 6 times. He got sacked 6 times. And there was 2 fucking plays where I thought he was hurt.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And this is week 4. We got how many games left? We got 16? How many more games left? My math is bad. 13 more games left.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? This is shit that can't, and you'll be playing better defenses. And the thing that also pissed me off about the defense.
You're playing the Bills this year.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
You know what the Bills are going to do?
Oh, I mean, shit. You know what Darius and the Vikings going to do next week? They got a good D-line.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's going to be, and if Cody Whitehair is out for an extended period of time, it's going to be even worse. So there's a lot more problems. But let's get into the coaching staff. Literally every coach is bad there. What was your thoughts on this?
Alan Williams called a terrible game. Is a defensive coordinator. Matt Eberflus is even equally trash for allowing it. Luke Getsy called 3/4 of a good first drive. They forgot how to coach. Every coach failed. Justin got you at least 4 first downs off himself. This is, what's today's exact date? Sunday, October 2nd, 4:36 p.m. in the year of our Lord 2022. Your quarterback is the key. Your last drive that actually mattered, not the lateral one. You ran 3 times before you thought maybe I should pass, and then you punted. 3 minutes left?
Yeah.
3 minutes left.
3 minutes
Why
left.
give yourself less time?
That's
if
what I'm
you
saying.
don't get it, you can stop them again because Daniel Jones can't run.
Yeah.
What are we doing? We're
And
playing.
he's running like a motherfucker today.
Who said we're playing chicken shit football? We don't play chicken shit football. Vanderjack, Colts.
Yeah, that was Vanderjack when he said that about Devin Hester.
And that's what the Bears are playing.
Yeah.
You wonder why the score looks like this. Get the ball in the hands of Justin, keep it there, let him make plays. If I'm the coach, next week we're not running to the second quarter. I don't even care about Khalil Herbert. I'm like, pass. We don't have to be an immediate. Quick ones. It doesn't have to be an inside screen. Cole Kmet is not an inside screen guy. He's not. Run an inside screen, probably need to be Equiminius.
Yeah.
Darnell Mooney is still a good player. He's just not number 1. So you have to get creative. But right now, I might pay OBJ to come to the Bears.
This is the thing about the OBJ thing, and I agree with you 100%. I would give OBJ a 2-year deal because, he's going to want his money. I would give him a 2-year deal. But the issue is, does he want to come or does he want to go to a contender? That's the issue. I don't think, if I'm Odell, I just want a Super Bowl. I know, in the second half of the season when I'm ready to play, every contender is going to want to give me, the Buccaneers wide receiving core, even though they're getting everybody back today, they would love to have somebody like Odell because you can't really rely on Julio, right? Julio gets injured all the damn time. Maybe he wants to go to Buffalo and join Vaughn. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a different other situations he might go to. But if he's down to come to the Bears, yeah, I would give him a 2-year deal with the team option for year 3. That's what I would do because I think, you got to give Justin a guy. Like, the fact that we got a grade on a curve just to see if there's a little life there just tells you how bad of a job they did with surrounding him with anything.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about that. And the coaching staff, like, I'm not, and like you said, I seen somebody right in the comments, Vicky says I'm ready to move on from the coaching staff. I'm not doing that 4 games into the season.
Nope.
I'm not doing that 4 games into the season. Like, I have my criticisms about Flus. I have my criticisms about Alan Williams and Luke Getsy. I have my criticisms about what Ryan Poles offseason was. But I'm not finna be doing that a quarter into the season. What Lovey said, we're doing quarters. It's quarter. This is the first quarter of the season.
I'm not moving
doing
on
Yeah.
October 2nd.
Yeah, it's too much fucking football. And they might be ass the rest of the year. But
they could be terrible coaches.
Yeah, they could be terrible coaches. But you gotta I think one thing that Bears fans don't understand, coming into the season, and especially after that week 1 win, this team ain't good.
No.
Joe, you've been pointing on that all week. These motherfuckers suck.
What are you expecting from them?
Right.
Are you expecting them to be good? They're not a good team. They're the worst team in the division.
Easily.
The Detroit Lions are going to put up 30.
The Detroit Lions lose, but they lose in exciting fashion. They score points.
They scored 40 almost.
Yes.
Oh, they did. It's like back-to-back weeks.
They
can score.
Yeah.
You know why?
Defense isn't
because
good.
they trust Jared Goff.
And on top of that, they scored without their best weapon today. Amon-Ra St. Brown was on the bench. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're going to put their defense that sucks. They're going to put up points. We all know Jared Goff is Jared Goff, but they letting him sling that thing. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's the type of thing you want for a rebuild with the Bears. Is what you're seeing from the Lions. They're losing.
If the Bears lost like the Lions, I would have no issue.
100%. They're losing, but they're in games. Yeah.
They're trying, though.
And they have a system. Now, long term, they're going to need a quarterback because y'all know Jared Goff ain't it. But they have a system. My biggest fear right now for the Bears is development. How do you develop? How do you develop? And I put this later in the rundown. I'm just going to talk about it now. How do you develop in this shit? You know what I'm saying? How are we supposed to look at Justin Fields every week when he ain't got nobody to throw to? He getting pressured every 2 fucking seconds. You know, the defense ain't stopping nobody. You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand they're going to have a very high draft pick next year in the draft. They're going to have a lot of fucking money. But ask yourself, if you're a free agent, what will make you want to sign him if you're a free agent? Honestly. This is a lot of shit to clean up. Not like just 1 or 2 things.
Your best bet to want people to come here is Justin.
Yeah.
Show them that Justin is going to play through all this and still come out on top.
Yeah. Exactly.
Keep throwing the ball.
It's bad, man. That's the thing that I'm concerned about is player development. You know what I'm saying? And you know, was there anything else you had to say about the staff before I get to the next thing?
No, it's redundant at this point.
It's redundant, but here's the thing. What was the thing that a lot of people saying during the offseason? At least they'll be well coached. The hits principle. We've been hearing about the hits principle. The hits principle has not been a thing after week 1. These guys, they're getting a lot of penalties. They look unprepared. They're not tackling. There's a lot of dumbass football out there. And the philosophy y'all need to listen to the philosophy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just, you know, my biggest thing here is not even philosophy. It's just, I said this in Austin. I got killed for this. Y'all was on my dick when I said that I wasn't impressed by Ryan Poles. Like, Bears fan, I don't know if this is a sports fan thing, but I only interact with Chicago sports fans. Y'all was giving him too much to her. I'm not saying that he's not going to do a good job. I'm not saying that he didn't inherit a god-awful mess. We all know that Ryan Pace should be serving time on Guantanamo Bay. We all know that Ryan Pace did a terrible job. Mr. Trubisky got benched in the 4th fucking game, and this is a guy he drafted over Nasty Man and fucking Patrick Mahomes. That is his legacy, what happened in Pittsburgh today. Yeah. And I'm not a big Kenny Pickett guy, but he looked better than fucking Mitch did today.
Yeah.
So so I understand the situation that Ryan Poles came into. I understand this is going to take time. My issue was when you have this mess and when you finally have a 2nd-round draft pick, Briscoe got drafted late. You know what I'm saying? There was no excuse for you to not take a wide receiver in that first fucking round. Somebody, you need a guy for Justin to build with. There's no reason you putting together a makeshift offensive line, not even doing anything with all these problems. So that's what's pissing me off is that you're having this. It's unfair to put Justin in this position. And everybody got mad at the national media. You know, Bears fans get mad at the national media. They don't know what the hell they talking about. They were fucking right. This team is not good. It's not from top to bottom. It's bad to the point we got to look at little shit like, well, you know, Justin, he looked good today doing this. Motherfuckers ain't score, but he
looked good with his plant leg on his throw.
He looked confident. Like we got to do that because he can't throw. He ain't got nobody to throw. And if you're gonna bring Velus Jones back, you drafted Velus Jones. Why the hell you ain't using him in the wide receiver in the offense? I ain't see him on that field one time that had anything to do with special teams. He's fast. Give me some fast screens with Velus Jones. Stop doing tight end screens with fucking Cole Kmet. So just shit like that it just don't make no sense. If you're gonna lose, just all these coaches, all of them, Flus, Getsy, Allen Williams, all of them, they're not getting fired at the end of this year. They've got job security. So knowing that, go out and ball. There was too much pussy play calling. I just don't understand. We saw it last week when we was in the booth, and we was like, why the hell aren't they taking timeouts? Like it's just certain shit that just don't make sense that they're doing. And from a development process, it's irritating. And that to me stems from the top of Ryan Poles not giving Justin reasonable shit to deal with, even in a rebuild system. You can be rebuild and have bright spots. The Lions are rebuilding, but they got things you can look forward to. What are the Bears looking forward to right now? There's nothing for Justin to build with. Nothing. I mean, we got Dante Pettis out there, bro. What are we doing? And then I see all y'all like when N'Keal Harry gets to come off IR. What the fuck you think N'Keal Harry gonna do? One, he ain't practiced. He ain't been in the offense. He wasn't in camp because he was hurt. And this is a dude who didn't do shit last year. This is a dude who coming here on his last opportunity because he couldn't mesh in a system like the Patriots. So what the hell make you think he's gonna flourish here? So I'm saying we need to. I just don't like the vibe around it. You know what I'm saying? Like starting from scratch with nothing, like literally from scratch. Like if this was like, you know, you're living in Section 8, you ain't even got a fucking pot to make the food. You telling niggas make a full course meal. I just don't like that shit.
N'Keal Harry and being happy he comes back is what I like to call Craig Krenzel syndrome. You're looking for a savior and someone who clearly does not have the skill level to be the savior. Craig Krenzel came in with 2 straight games, 3, I can't remember.
Yep.
And I, as a young kid, I was like, 15, 14, 13? Oh, okay, we good. We got a QB now because
don't forget about the magical Josh McCown run in 2013.
Josh McCown had a good run. I'm not even that's a little bit different. Oh man, Aaron Rodgers got pick 6.
You love to see it. Are they losing?
It's beautiful. They are losing now.
Frauds.
Beautiful.
Shout out my guy. Shout out my guy, Sam. That nigga's a fraud, man. He's a fucking fraud. I ain't say Sam all the time on the ends. Yeah, Sam out there getting money, man. Shout out to
Sam. But yeah, that A-Rod pick 6 just lifted my spirits, and it makes me want to praise the Lord because we know when the blessings come up, the praises go up. The blessings come down. But that was a terrible pass. That was awful. He's trash. He's washed.
A lot of hilarious football today.
Aaron Rodgers, you're washed. It's time to retire. Leave the division.
There's a lot of hilarious football.
Leave us alone. This is
if you want to see a masterclass in mediocre quarterback, and turn on Cardinals Panthers.
This is just a bad day for football. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah, it's just a bad day.
None of these games were good.
The NFL narcotic.
It's too good.
Shit hitting.
It's fine in vain. But what was my point? I'm sorry.
You were talking about N'Keal Harry and being Krenzel syndrome.
You're looking for a savior in something that's probably not there. If he comes back and he does, great. What if he becomes Alshon Jeffrey and is cool for a couple of years, enough to grow Justin?
That would be nice.
That would be great. I'll be happy with it. I'm rooting for him. I'm just not going to be stupid and assuming.
I don't want to cut you off. Process over results. And I'm going to give you an example. Elvis Andrews with the White Sox. Elvis Andrews had a great second half, but you went bargain shopping.
Yeah.
Johnny Cueto had a great year, but you went bargain shopping. Instead of actually paying for a legit second baseman and a legit starter, you went bargain shop. You went to Big Lots, and you found you some good socks that usually have holes in them. You know what I'm saying?
You found you some good socks that are going to fray up in a couple weeks.
Yeah, exactly. You throw them.
They're going to do the job in the short term.
Yeah.
But they're B grade and they're going to suck.
Watch them motherfuckers a couple times. Sign Elvis Andrews for a full season next year. Watch what the fuck happens. So it's process over results. So even if N'Keal Harry does good, it's process over results. You should have fucking drafted George Pickens. You should have drafted somebody else so we don't have to be depending on this guy.
You just every quarterback needs a player that he can say he down there somewhere.
Yeah.
What did Aaron Rodgers have with Devontae Adams last year?
You down
Honestly, that's what the Packers are missing this year.
Yeah, because Alan Lazar is not that guy.
None of them are go up and get it. None of them. Aaron Rodgers is still great, but he's had Jordy Nelson. He's had Devontae Adams. He has had Greg Jennings. He's had Donald Driver briefly. He's always had Randall Cobb.
Yeah.
He's always had
we have the wide receiver formerly known as Randall Cobb right now.
I know. He's always had someone he can say he's down there. I'm gonna give him a chance. Justin has nobody. And I can from this, there's already a clear difference between Justin and Mitch. Mitch could not do it. Justin can.
And let's be real, Mitch had receivers the second year. Allen Robinson had a great year in 2018. Taylor Gabriel had a great year in 2018. Fucking what's my man? Trey Burton led tight ends and touchdowns in 2018. Those are more weapons there than Justin has had since he's been in the NFL.
Who was running back? Jordan Howard?
Jordan Howard? No, Jordan Howard wasn't. No, Jordan Howard. Yeah, that was his last year. Jordan Howard and Tariq Cohen. Yo, man, look, Tristan Evans, dog. He ain't it, bro.
No.
Anything. I like if you gonna run offense and like Khalil Herbert is a good compliment to Demo.
He's not a starter.
Why are we? Yeah, exactly. Anthony Miller, shout out to Vic in the comments. Forgot about Ant. Ant had a good rookie year. You know what I'm saying? Like those were weapons for me.
That's weapons.
Just take those and give it to Justin right now.
And we're talking about that year, not overall. That year.
Not overall. I'm talking about, and even that 2018 offensive line. Get out to Justin right now. Light show. I'm telling you. Mitch, that year, that's why people were so high in 2019. We was like, yo, Mitch was kind of decent. One more year in camp, he'll be good. Wrong, but that's just how good the weapons were in 2018.
It's true.
And so you got to give them, what was that? You got to give them something. You know what I'm saying? Like, what did Kevin Hart say? Nigga, help me. Like, that's why I feel like Justin Fields is like, every time he goes in the Halas Hall. And Justin's not going to say it because Justin isn't a guy who rebels against anything. Justin's not going to throw his offensive line or the wide receivers he got or the front office under the bus. But we know in his house, he looking at like, what the fuck these niggas want me to do? When he around the guys, or he around his family, I know that's what the conversation is. So that's what my issue is. I'm not giving up on Ryan Poles. For anybody who listens to this, and I got to clarify this now because the fan base is bigger and y'all like to take my words and spin them like you like to do. I'm not saying that, that I'm off on Ryan Poles. I'm just saying shaky start. Shaky start. That's all I'm saying. I've said that in the offseason. Y'all would have fucking killed me.
What was Ryan Pace's first draft?
Kevin fucking White. Actually, no, that was 2015. Was it was it Kyle Fuller and Adrian Amos? It was Adrian Amos.
Because I think his first draft was pretty solid.
It was Adrian Amos because remember he traded Brandon Marshall. And the pick that he got for Brandon Marshall was Adrian Amos. Can we pull up the 2015 draft class? Let's see. And we're not absolving Ryan Pace of sin. Like I said, Guantanamo Bay. By the way.
Oh, no, this was a terrible draft.
Cole Kmet.
Kevin White, Eddie Goldman was good. Horonis Grasu, trash. Jeremy Langford, trash. Adrian Amos, good.
Oh no! Don't do that. Don't do that to Langford. That was your boy for a minute. We. I got dirt on you, doggy.
Tayo Fabuli, never heard of him.
I don't even know who that guy.
Leonard Floyd became a starter.
Hold on, world champion Leonard Floyd. Put some name respect on his name. World champion Leonard Floyd.
Cody Whitehair, Jonathan Bullard, Nick Wachowski, Deion Bush, DeAndre Hall. Oh, sorry, it's a new year.
A lot of backups.
Take off Jonathan Bullard, take off Cody Whitehair. Then take off Leonard Floyd. Sorry, Tabooty was the last one. 2016 was a good draft. Leonard Floyd, Cody Whitehair, not Jonathan Bullard, Nick Wachowski, Deion Bush, DeAndre Hall, Jordan Howard, DHC, and then practice legend Daniel Braverman.
Oh my God.
So 2016 was a good draft. 2015 sucked. And then the infamous 2017, Mitch Trubisky, Adam Shaheen. I'm talking about that's a huge miss.
Who's worse, Adam Shaheen or Cole Kmet?
Adam Shaheen. Are you kidding me? What? Cole Kmet is an all-star compared to him.
Are we sure about that?
Cole Kmet had almost 700 yards last year.
I'm just leaving that. I don't
Cole
know about
Kmet
that.
had
I don't
almost
know about
700
that.
yards last year. Be careful.
Okay.
Then there's Eddie Jackson, Tariq Cohen, Jordan Morgan.
Jordan Morgan. I don't even know who the fuck that is.
Yeah, all
By
of
the way,
these.
shout out to everybody watching on YouTube and Facebook. We got a lot of people watching right now. Shout out to all y'all.
A lot of just terrible draft picks. Javon Wims in 2018.
Javon fucking Wims. Don't forget Kevin White in 2015. Did you say Kevin White?
I said it.
That's who V was gonna be.
Half of these people are not here anymore.
Yeah.
2020 was Cole Kmet, Jalen Johnson, Travis Gibson, Kendall Vildor, Darnell Mooney, Arlington Hambright, Latavius Simmons not there. So a bad draft. He was never good. So I take that back. He was never good. Remember now, Ryan Poles is not on a good trajectory if he can't get his back right the next year.
That's how I feel about that, and also Cole Kmet. Even though that was a Ryan Pace move. What did Chris Tucker say? He ain't gonna be rush out 3. He ain't gonna be in Arlington. That's what we gonna call it. He ain't gonna be in Arlington. I almost forgot. Let's answer some voicemails.
Yeah.
How many voicemails we got?
I thought it was 3.
Because I seen some of our guy Big Tim said he feels
5.
better. Let's let them shit sing.
Luke Getsy, Evan to Betsy. This nigga stinks. Matter of fact, all 3 phases of the ball stunk today. The Bears suck. We had a big dime to fucking Mooney, 51 yards. Might as well have been a ghost. Never saw it again. All I have to say, the receivers, our whole receiving core is ass. They can't create separation to save their life. All right? Phillips Jones, welcome back. Thanks for having us. You know what I'm saying? You stink. Ugly game. We lost to a team with no quarterback. With our franchise quarterback. What's happening, man? As a matter of fact, I know what's happening. Same shit that's been happening, bruh. What we gonna do, bruh?
I mean, we all know who that is. That's the homie Lenore. Shout out to Lenore.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what to tell you, boss. Like this is I feel like Tamala Jones and next Friday. See, I done told you when Baby D was chasing Data. I don't know what to tell you. Like this.
These niggas are absolute trash. I had to rap about these niggas and rap about Tony La Russa at the same time. Today has been a miserable Sunday. Fuck the Bears. Fuck the White Sox. Please give me good basketball from the Bulls this year.
Oh shit! All right. First of all, y'all gotta start leaving y'all ad names. I'm gonna put that in there. Y'all gotta start leaving y'all ad names. So we can give y'all a shout out. But no, in about a month, you're gonna be like, why the fuck is Zach and DeMar going 205? Because niggas can't shoot threes. That's why. So, and Tony La Russa retiring tomorrow.
Broke my quarterback, and I was scared when they drafted him that this would happen. But hey, we here now, right?
That was it.
This shit is trash. Fields is trash. Lose is trash.
No.
Stop that right
I'm
now.
not listening to
Stop
the rest
that
of it.
right
I
now.
Don't disrespect a Buckeye ever again.
Stop that
Moving
right
on.
now.
Yep, another wasted Sunday watching this trash-ass team. Fuck Ryan Poles. Poles could go suck a pole. For drafting Velvet Jones. Absolutely useless. Can't even catch. You drafted him to catch. Can't even catch. Not even seen the field. Terrible, man. That's all I gotta say. Bye.
I thought you said Fields. I almost cut you off.
I
promise you, if I hear any Justice Slander, I'm cutting you off. I'm not having it no more. I'm done. You leave my boy alone.
Hey man, this Big Tim.
Every Chicago nigga ever.
How the fuck can I say this shit? I knew these niggas was gonna be huffed this season, but it's like every week, it's a whole new level of huff that I ain't think these niggas could reach. The O-line can't block for shit. The fucking receivers can't get open. And when they do get open, the window to catch the ball, they dropping this shit. Justin doubting every pass.
What? What was that? I thought I heard Justin Fields slander, and I'm not going to take it. It's Tim. I'll let him go.
He be launching. And that fucking play call. What? Who the fuck? It's 3rd and 15. You want to run a screen? Who gets you? Fuck you, nigga. And Kyler Gordon, nigga, you so foot ballerina ass nigga. Hey boy, nigga, you gotta get better, dog. You out there getting old. I mean, I overlooked it with Aaron Rodgers because that's Aaron Rodgers. But nigga, you be getting old, bro, and you a rookie, and you know you gotta have your little growth or whatever. But my nigga, you gotta do way better than what you doing. And it's not just, I don't want to seem like I'm just getting on his ass, because it's the whole fucking team, bro. From the offensive line to the defense to the wide receiver. We need receivers. These niggas bro, they got motherfucking the bucket boys playing receivers, man. Like, what the fuck am I watching? This shit felt like I was watching goddamn Pop Warner football, man. Niggas couldn't stop a bootleg to the 4th quarter. And it's an NFL team. It's a professional fucking team.
Yeah.
Like, bro, this shit, man, these niggas suck, man.
Hey, man.
Oh, I'm crying.
Shout out to Big Tim.
I let Tim slide on those Justin Fields.
Because he the homie. You know what I'm saying? Is that all the voicemails we got? That's it. Shout out to all y'all, man, leaving voicemails. We appreciate y'all. Let's see. I want y'all to leave voicemails when we actually win. Because, you know, when niggas win, it should be radio silent. I want you to talk about your tweet where you said you tired of Justin Fields slander from Bears fans. And our guy Tunes on, well, our guy Ken Tunes on Twitter, he tweeted this earlier after the game that we all feel is correct. He said for 2 whole weeks, a certain side of his fan base acted like Justin being bad was the missing link to a playoff run or something, and nothing but crying emojis. I'm glad you said that.
Yeah. Like, when I saw fans saying Justin's play was holding him back, I'm like, are you watching the game? It can't be. What is he getting called? It's just the Bears need a diverse offense. That's simple. Okay, it's 3rd and 6. They're sending the house. What am I going to do? I'm going to have a running back, a tight end chip, or I'm going to have my good receiver in Darnell Mooney cut across the middle on a drag route, catch the ball real quick. Justin could jump past it. I'm going to give enough so they can, we can beat the blitz. Simple. If it's 3rd and 6, why are we running 10-yard routes? We don't need to.
Exactly.
We don't need to do that. So, stuff like that is just, it's simple. It's child's play. And I hated it. So, yeah, it's simple. It's really simple. And I'm going to give Luke Getsy the benefit of the doubt because you have to.
I'm giving him benefit of the doubt for multiple reasons. One, he's rookie play caller. And I'm not saying, and by the way, when we say shit like this, we not absolving niggas of crimes. We not saying that he's finna be the next fucking Mike Holmgren or none of this shit.
No.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying he finna be Sean McVay. By the way, knowing Sean McVay is better than $500 dinner with Jay-Z. If you know Sean McVay, you getting the job. It's just that simple. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not saying that, but you gotta give niggas time. Like, he might be ass. He might be a terrible fucking play caller. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta give him this season. He's a rookie play caller, and then you gotta give him next season to see what he's look like when he has more weapons. It's a twofold thing for the offensive coordinator and for the fucking quarterback. I could call the greatest plays on planet Earth. If niggas can't catch, if niggas can't block, it don't matter.
The importance of supporting players is everything.
Yeah.
Like, we would say, oh man, Aaron Rodgers played with trash his whole career. And then when you stop hating and you realize, no, he had reliable people. And because he had at least one reliable person, everyone else could shine. If there was a number one receiver, I have no doubt Darnell Mooney would be good. EQ would be a little better. I have no doubt. Maybe Cole Kmet, I don't know.
No,
but those two would be better.
Cole Kmet,
you surround him with trash and like, look at the Packers. They scored 7.5. That's unheard of for them.
The Packers scored 14 points last week. Coming into this game, the Bears offensively have scored more points than the Packers. And that is a first ballot Hall of Famer, reigning 2-time MVP. Now, Brady should have been MVP last year, but he won it because that nigga be throwing the balls out of bounds. But whatever. Shout out to Jaleel. He said, I want Justin to succeed more, man. We just need better players around. Yeah, that's like the theme of this episode. Now,
I was going to say, Look at someone like Cooper Rush with the Cowboys.
Look at Cooper Rush looking
Like
good.
people were out on CeeDee Lamb. I didn't like it because, as you know, I'll always have a soft spot for the Cowboys. First NFL team I ever watched. So I always support them when they're not playing us.
I don't hate the Cowboys either. I just hate their fans.
I love the Cowboys, and I support them when they're not playing the Bears. Simple as that.
But Cooper Rush is the example of a good backup quarterback.
He's just a good backup, but his players around him rallied.
And that's why I think the Dolphins are going to be fine too, because Teddy Bridgewater, he's not a starter, but as a backup, he can run the offense. Look at the second half of that game. By the way, Mike McDaniel, black man. Let's give it up for that black man. Black man Mike McDaniel, great play calling.
Yeah.
And that's the reason why Kendall Roy's offense in San Francisco ain't moving, because Mike McDaniel ain't there.
Kendall Roy, that's hilarious.
Cal Shanahan looks just like Kendall Roy.
He does.
Because their running game ain't running. But see, if you look at the system, in that game against the Bengals, even though Tua and prayers up to Tua was gone, the offense was still moving because they got wide receiving core. Look at Jalen Waddle. Look at Tyreek Hill. Look at everybody over there. Yeah, because you're moving, and the Bears don't have that. You know what I'm saying? And so, yeah, like you said, our play count, shout out to Debbie in the comments, our play calling is so damn predictable. I went up to make my smoothie when they got in one of the second half drives, these niggas punted before I threw my fucking banana in the smoothie. Like, it shouldn't be that damn quick. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's irritating to watch because you know it could have been avoided a little bit. Now, I want to wrap the pod up with just talking about specifics of what we liked from Justin Fields. Like, specifically, what did you like from what you saw this last week and what he can carry into next week? Because next week's going to be even tougher because you're going up against a better defense. Again, you're going to be on the road again. It's going to be loud in that dome. You're going to be there. And that pass rush in Minnesota is very good.
Ruthless.
So, but what did you like specifically from Justin today?
I liked his poise in the pocket. I liked his ability to stay in even if he gets hit. He drove on his throws. He was balanced on his throws. When it wasn't there, he realized I can make a play, and he took the plays. He stayed with the play calling. Unfortunately, his coaches didn't set him up for success. I gave his game a B. I thought he did fine. On that fumble, he was getting sacked. It happens. It happens. It happens to Brady. You come around on the rush, you hit Brady on his arm, he'll fumble. Yes. It happens.
That's how Brady lost fucking Super Bowl.
Exactly. I don't triple something like that.
Yeah.
I don't. So I think he had a B game. I think the only reason you got this far is because of him. Yeah. He made some good reads. It's just you're going to have to diversify the offense for him. And then the Giants play good defense. I'm not going to stun on them. They covered well. But, you give him a chance, and he was making magic happen. They were expecting a run. He said, okay, Darnell Mooney's one-on-one. I'm going to get a ball to him, 50 yards. But then now they're like, okay, we're not going to give you that. Now it's like, all right, and now it's time for short routes. Yeah. And so open it up. It's a progression. And it's just the Bears need to be able to diversify their offense. But I'm not giving anybody player of game because they lost, but Eddie Jackson, I'm so happy he's back. 3 picks, 4 games. He looks like himself again.
And he's tackling.
He's tackling. But you know how he look? He's tackling the best he can. He still made a few terrible tackles, but that's just him. Yeah. But on top of that, he's a free safety.
Y'all think Monty come back next week? We don't know because Flus treats us like we're the FBI. So we probably won't know till next Sunday.
Competitive advantage.
Whatever. Yeah, competitive. Trust me, you don't need a competitive advantage against these motherfuckers. Jaleel says max protection next week for Justin. Let rip it. I don't think ripping is a problem. Like Justin threw the ball 22, but there were like 28 pass plays thrown. Like he has sacked 6 times. Motherfuckers gotta get open. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like motherfuckers.
Now you need to realize a run-heavy offense isn't going to work in today's game. You need to diversify.
I want to talk about this comment Dean put. He said, I just don't understand the coaching staff's mindset. Feels like they're prioritizing keeping the game close over just letting Justin Fields make mistakes and grow home. I agree with that too, because I think, and this is something they've been saying.
More highly of this team.
Yeah, they think more highly of this team than everybody else with eyes. Like they're calling the game like this team has the chance to be the 7th seed. They don't. These motherfuckers ain't making a 7th seed. It's not happening. Beat the Lions. I never thought I'd say this. Beat the Lions. Lose in exciting fashion. You know what I'm saying? Get something from your offense. I don't give a damn about picks, None of that shit. Do something. But it's also, like I said, it's a team effort. You can call all these damn plays, but if the line ain't blocking, if wide receivers ain't open, they did a little zoom in on Fox on one of these plays that Justin got sacked. Or no, it was actually one of the runs that Justin got for first down. It was a good run, but niggas was locked up. There wasn't one wide receiver. I was like, what the hell? So it's like they can tell them to rip it, but if Moggs ain't getting open, it don't matter. All I ask is at least put Velus Jones in the offense. Like, we got to get something. You drafted him. You decided to draft him over George Pickens. So use him. That's all I'm saying. And special teams is also other reason why this offense is huff. Because y'all keep getting in shitty field position. And I'm not going to kill Velus too much. Was it bad? Hell yeah. But this is his first fucking game.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he had a lot of emotion. There was a lot of, situation. I'm like, I feel that you thirsty, bro, but take a knee. This will get better over time. But it was an overall game plan bad. Like, how they say, we're going to look at the film. Now, the coaches need to look at themselves in the mirror tomorrow. All of them need to look themselves in the mirror, have honest conversation in that room, and just figure it out. Because if you look at the schedule, what did Black Widow tell Hulk when it was time for him to not be hulking up? Light getting low? Light's getting low, big fella. Let me tell you who we got coming up.
Well, the next three are Vikings, Commanders, Patriots.
You're going 1-2. You'll beat the Vikings because Carson Wentz might not be better than not the Vikings. I mean, you're gonna beat the Commanders because Carson Wentz might not be better than me. Like that's why you'll beat that. It might be a combined 180 yards passing in that game. Like you're gonna lose to the Vikings if Jalen Johnson don't play next week. Whew, it's gonna be a lot of plays.
A lot of slow slinging and
Sports Center top 10. Gonna be a lot of slow slinging and gritty happening. That's what's gonna be a lot of gritties going down next week. You know what I'm saying? I'm mad that Zach Wilson hit that shit today. Like he was on beat. I'm kind of mad about that.
Yeah.
The Patriots Cooper Rush clinic. CeeDee Lamb going crazy. I don't give a damn if it's Teddy Bridgewater or Tua in November 6th, and it will be Tua. Let's be very clear.
Yeah.
Let's be very clear. They're going to play that nigga.
If the media wasn't on them, they would be trotting them out right now.
Oh, look, I'm still not 100% not going to play next week because they on a mini bye. They got 10 days off.
I know.
And Goodell's like, I got the Tua rule now. Y'all get off my dick. Like, so he might still play. Then you got the Lions going to lose. Hey, man, that Falcons game ain't looking like winnable no more. That Falcons, that Falcons offense looking nice.
Yeah.
That Falcons offense, they just beat the Browns today. You telling me that Zach Wilson that can't gritty on us November 27th? I think he can. Packers, we already know what's going to happen. Like, we need to stop even looking at Packer games. After that, bye week Eagles.
Eagles going to stub a mud on them.
Jalen Hurts. AJ Brown. Devontae Smith. And then don't even watch Christmas Eve. What Joshua Allen is going to do is going to be disgusting. The Lions lost again in Vikings. And, Deb, you got a good point. Why do we have such a hard time stopping the run? They've given up at least 200 yards per game, I think, now, on the ground.
They don't have a good defensive line.
Yeah, the front seven, it stinks. Like, what is Muhammad doing out there? Like, Nicholas Morrow run like me. Like, what are we doing, bro? Like, Dalvin Cook next week? Hey, man, you might see an offensive light show next week in Minnesota.
Probably.
Now, granted, this is Kirk Cousins. Let's be very clear.
True.
This is a guy who didn't score a touchdown on the Bears to the last play last year when the entire secondary was out. So there is the Kirk Cousins factor that we all need to pay attention to. But if he can play like week one Kirk Cousins, and I think he was decent today. If you think I was waking up at 6:30 in the morning to watch Kirk Cousins versus the Red Rifle,
absolutely not.
You got me fucked up. I got to go back and look it up, but he might have been decent today. I think at home, that's enough. The Bears going to lose at the bare minimum, going to lose by 14 next week. At the bare minimum. Even if Kirk Cousins throws it to you, he's going to get you a touchdown to elevate those interceptions. That's just who he is. So, you know what I'm saying? You know, I was hoping for another Eddie Jackson interception. Hey, man, love the Bojack, bro. I didn't know how much shit he was going through these last couple of years. In the interview he had with Jeff Joniak, I didn't know he went through that. It's great to see him back. And on top of that, it's great to see this man tackle. Yeah. Like, even when he had his good year, he wasn't tackling. He tackling now. It's like if there's any player of the game, I'm giving it to Eddie Bo, man. I think that's all we got here. Is there anything else you want to say before we get up out of here?
I'm about to go drink some tea, so no.
I'm about to eat because I'm fucking starving. I'm gonna watch football and I'm going to watch Game of fucking Thrones, House of the Dragon going down tonight. We appreciate each and every last one of y'all, everybody in the comments. You know, a lot of people watched that. You know, this is the first time all season we actually recorded on Sunday because we've been doing so much traveling, you know, doing the games. I've been doing it too. So, you know, we're going to try to get this more consistent. I don't know about next week. Next week, going to be in Minnesota. So I don't know if we're going to record on the day of.
Probably not.
Probably not. So it'll probably be on Monday. So it'll be either Monday and Sunday. But, you know what I'm saying? We'll try to get it to y'all as soon as possible. We appreciate y'all. You know, follow us on Twitter at Barberchair Scott, at Flows Andolini, at 79th and Halas. Follow the Barbers Chair Net at Barbers Chair Network. I mean, at Barbers Chair Net on Twitter and Instagram. Subscribe to the Patreon, patreon.com/Barbers Chair Network. Of course, this week, the Patreon is free for 1 week only. You're going to get Cinema with Guys free. You're going to get the Bears Vikings preview pod free, and you're going to get Summer Sessions free. So hopefully that's enough for y'all to subscribe. We appreciate everybody who subscribes to bcnet.com. Visit right now. And also, the Barbershop Shop is coming. I promise y'all. I know I've been saying that. When it's coming by the end of this year, we will have a little meeting about that this week. So we'll holler at y'all next week, man. We out.
79th and Halas, what it is, what it do. Since Bobby Ingram, Curtis Ennis, know that we been loyal even when we wasn't winning.